On this video, I'm going to be speaking to you about how to make an impact on a video interview. The first point is, know and understand the reason why the vacancy has come up in the first place. This is a fairly normal point for any interview, to be honest, but it's still important to always have that in mind before going into an interview. This gives you the best chance to position yourself within the interview as the solution to the problem. So, always make sure you're asking your recruiter or the hiring manager what the reason is for that vacancy in particular. Point number 2 is, always test your technology before that interview starts. Various businesses will use different types of software to conduct their video interviews, but typically the most common are Zoom, Skype, and Microsoft Teams. So it's important to make sure that your camera is switched on and has been allowed access to the software, your microphone is switched on and working, and that your internet speeds are okay during that period as well. I would always recommend that you do a test with a friend to make sure that the link and the software is working properly before you conduct that interview. And just as a backup, always make sure that you have the hiring manager's telephone number to hand, just in case there are any unexpected hiccups. Point number 3 is, make sure you're dressed appropriately and you're sitting in a well-lit room. I certainly wouldn't recommend wearing something like this. Personally, I don't think there's much wrong with wearing a suit. You can never really be overdressed for an interview. Ideally, facing a window is great, as it means the light is better, and make sure that you're sitting down, sitting upright, not walking around. Try to look at the camera as best you can. You can hide your own self-view on programs like Zoom. It effectively stops you from looking at yourself during an interview, which I think can be quite difficult and unnerving at times. I did a post on this a few months ago, which I will insert into the comments section of this post so that you can check and see how to do that. Finally, never underestimate the power of likability. It's likely anyone that is speaking to you about contract support for their team is probably going to be quite stressed and under pressure at the moment. Try and leave whoever you spoke with a good feeling after your conversation. A little empathy and kindness will always go a long way, and ultimately could be the difference between you getting the job and just missing out. And that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Best of luck to you if you do have an interview coming up.